Assembly. We have been learning about rules. We start our assembly as we start all we do in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. This is our school. Let it be full of love. Love of one another. Love of life itself. But most of all, the love of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. When we started our new topic about rules, we had some questions.
When we wanted to know why do we have rules, who makes rules, and what would happen if we didn't have rules.
Imagine if we didn't have rules in school. Things might be very different. It's clear that we need rules. Rules can help us to live, work and play happily together. Rules help us to care for ourselves. Rules help us to care for each other. Rules help us to be caring through responsible.
Rules imply just like we need rules in school and at home.
God gave us rules to help us to live the way He wants us to.
We now listen to our reading base of the Colosseum. You are created by God to be like God. You are God's people, His saints. God loves you. You should be kind and gentle and patient, and forgiving and loving like God.
You are all different. You come from different places, speak different ways, have different customs, but the important thing is you are God's children. So love one another, help one another, be at peace with one another, and let the love of Jesus fill your hearts and minds.
God tells us the way we should live, but He knows sometimes that we make mistakes.
In class, we have thought about times we have broke the rules. Sometimes we can make it on purpose. Sometimes can be by accident. We know the difference between mistakes we make by accidents and ones we do on purpose. Sometimes we can still be sorry, even if we have gone against God's rules on purpose.
If we make mistakes, it is important to know what we need to do about it.
God is always ready to listen to us if we are ready to say sorry. Lord, from the time we have made mistakes and upset people, we ask for your forgiveness. Lord, in your mercy.
Hear our prayers.
Lord, in this time it is hard to say sorry. We ask you for your help, Lord, in your mercy.
Hear our prayers.
For the time we have not shown the fault of it, we ask you to help us to be more like Jesus. Lord, in your mercy,
Hear our prayers.
In time where it is hard to forgive others, please help us to remember Jesus' words to Peter, Lord, in your mercy,
Hear our prayers.
Based on Matthew, Peter came to Jesus and asked him, "If my friend keeps hurting me, how many times do I have to forgive him?" 7 times, not 7 times, answered Jesus, but 70 times 7.
Jesus asked him about forgiving people who had hurt them. Peter thought it would be
good to forgive them 7 times, and that would be quite hard to do.
Peter was surprised when Jesus told him that you have to keep on forgiving, but he did say that the person who had done wrong should say sorry and really mean it. As Catholics, we have a sacrament all about forgiveness. Reconciliation is the time when we say sorry to God and ask for his forgiveness. When people go to Mass just after they have all said Our Father, they give each other a sign of peace to show they follow Jesus' rule.
During the sacrament of reconciliation, we also offer each other a sign of peace to show that we are forgiven and that we want to live in love and peace with each other.
One rule: love God and one another.